I grew up with one and only dream: get off this rock.
Sending power via lasers.
If we are, in fact, just a virus desecrating our home environment,
we're gonna send Mike an email, and we're gonna send him a screenshot of what we're doing.
We now know that most stars have planets.
Welcome to the Engadget Show. My name is Tim Stevens. I'm editor-in-chief of Engadget.
My name is Brian Heater. I'm standing next to you. That's my main job. I'm also standing in front of that giant thing right there.
Yes, we're at the Kennedy Space Center here in the east coast of Florida, where NASA launched many historic missions right over there.
Also, coincidentally, this happens to be the space show. What are the odds
Funny
of that? We've traveled all around the country. We've talked to a lot of commercial space companies, people like space elevators shooting lasers at things with the batteries.
Yeah, we're going to be taking a look at private companies doing space exploration and government agencies doing it too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been talking about how space exploration has been slowing down recently. Obviously, the shuttle program shut down, but I think that just means it's a much more exciting time. A lot of people are getting into the act right now.
You know what else people are talking about?
John Roderick.
Yes.
John Roderick.
John Roderick, indeed.
Yes. And you know what John Roderick's talking about?
Space.
Space.
Mary Roach also going to be talking about space today.
Yes, these are the voyages of the Engadget Show.
Engage.
We're going a lot stronger with this string than we probably need.
A
because
1
we
mile
have
an hour wind that's just doing this, okay, no big deal. But now it's doing it over 7 kilometers. That's how many pounds of pressure?
I'm Michael Lane. I'm the president of Liftport Group. We're the guys building an elevator to space.
This was the first real one I built. When I started talking to Michael about this whole space elevator thing, I thought it was a little crazy, but okay, I read a lot of science fiction. I understood the concept.
You have a ball and a string, you're spinning it over your head, the string in the middle stays straight, yeah? All right, so now just expand that to an Earth-sized system. The Earth rotates, and you have a counterweight, a satellite deep out in space with a very long string attached back to the Earth, right? The mechanics are the same, that string will stay straight. So if you do that, you could then clamp a robot to the edges of that string and climb up and down into space.
The crux of the entire problem of the space elevator is, can it hold its own weight? And there's no material that we could do for an Earth-borne space elevator that can hold its own weight over the distance it needs to be.
It's never been done before, so every action that we take, we have to kind of write our own rule book for. At least 5% of the entire Kickstarter budget is going to go into string.
And I saw this for the first time yesterday. I'm like, okay, well, that's different. Now what are we going to do? And we're going to try to make it work. And it might not. We're going to test some stuff.
You said you had a laptop?
Yep.
If you want to bring it out and hook it up, that'd be great.
There you go.
Is that a Pirate Bay sticker? Yep. Nice. My name is Otto. I work for communications with the Liftport Group. Yeah, is this Windows 8?
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of annoying.
That's okay. If you want to go to a control panel, so there's 2 different departments. One is the robotics department, and those guys are working on the actual robot itself. For us, we're the communications portion of it. So we, from the command center down on the ground, allow the ability for the robotics crew to communicate with the robot. Hey Don, did you want to point that antenna towards the hill? Hey, how's it going? So your radio's .2, right? Mine's .9.
And I just got your radio.
Today we're going to characterize the antenna. We have many different antennas we want to use, a Yagi antenna, omnidirectional, and we're going to see what our signal strength is and determine what we should use on board the robot, and then go from there. 4 to 6 millisecond delay.
I set you up to the max, the 28 dB.
Do you have the ability to do GPS on your phone?
Yes.
Can you give me? Can you record the lat long and the altitude, please? So there's engadget.com. So we're at 0.75 miles away from Site A, which has a internet connection, and we're at 25 megabits per second from this location. So we're able to bring up engadget.com as a fun demonstration that TCP/IP does work. But again, we're only at 0.75 miles. We have a lot further to go.
You start out as part of a NASA research team, and that was between 2001 and 2003. Then the Columbia crashed, and everything shook loose at NASA. Appropriately so, they cut about $1 billion worth of projects so they could get their birds flying again. And we were one of those that were orphaned. We kind of had a choice to make at that point. Take our research and just put it on a shelf and as my dad says, go get a real job. Or did we want to just keep going?
So we need the balloon to hold as high as we can, but we don't want to snap this thing in the process. It's a trade-off.
All right.
Oh, okay, that's 400 some odd, and this is supposed to be rated to 650. All right, so we're going to have to go to a larger system. You take the elevator, you poke the button, you get in the car. Well, this is the car. Well, we don't really think about this as an elevator. People say it's a space elevator. No, it's not. It's a vertical railroad. This is your train.
Lunar elevator, completely different.